Got people stopping in. Naveen, how you doing? Stink Butt John's one. I don't know. Who was it? I can't even remember now who it was I was supposed to be looking for. There you go. That's bad. What's a realistic goal for UEFA Champions League? Real life or in the game? Because real life, I'd love to see Liverpool make it at least to the finals. But in the game, travel down one path all the way, and then one of the members at FinallyHeSleeps.com had a excellent suggestion that I saw, but I haven't replied to yet, and we'll talk about that in a second because it was spot on. I'll definitely share it. Let me finish out those last couple of players. Okay, what's the fishing number for today? Same thing I've been doing, just silvers and elites. I had no luck with elites after last night, and I think the few that we had that had big numbers in last night's stream kind of fizzled out. I ended up, I think yesterday was about a 4 or 5 million coin day. Should I sell Donnarumma to buy Ramos so I can use him for the tournament? That's up to you. That's not a bad idea. I'm actually considering holding out playing player of the month just because I should have 2010 chemistry. I'm at 200 now, but I should have 210. So we get 200 perks per win. Our league versus league ends here soon. We definitely want it. So it ends in 47 minutes. So that means by the end of the stream, I'll have that one unlocked. And then by tomorrow, if we win our next one, 24 hours from now, I'll have an additional 10 chemistry. And sometimes that 10 chemistry makes a difference. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't played player of the month. Okay, you have to be patient with the 80 overall fishing. It's not an everyday thing. It doesn't come in real quick. It's relatively slow. Something sell? I mean, if I sell 1 or 2 elites every day, I'm happy. But right now, I'm fishing them at 500,000. My elites. Ooh, that's the other Lenahan. Okay, got stuff selling. I'm way behind. I've got so much stuff that needs done just today before the reset. $500K. That's what I do every day. And I got a bunch that have dumped out, so I need to get them. Did I sell that Corona? No, I didn't sell either. And I didn't reclaim them. I think they're still sitting down here. I haven't checked to see where they ended up. They're in here somewhere. Maybe I did claim them. Yeah, I must have claimed him. He's got to be back down now. Ah, thanks for the follow. Okay, let's see. Man, you had 7 at 1.7 mil each. That's insane. Ah, thanks for the follow. Do we just buy 11 nations of 80s and prepare for SBCs? SBCs is... I mean, that's one way to handle it, but it's not necessarily the best way to handle it. It just depends on how you want to go about it. You may be holding on to them for a long time to be able to handle it. I only dealt with the nations that I know will be rare. That's it. Is, you know, was it Romania, Nigeria, Finland, Denmark, Russia? Those are your big rare. Where am I at in my rivals? Let's see. Versus I haven't played. I'm way down because I want to drop that down to legendary. Head to head, I'm at Masters, but I'm one away from top 50. I may play one more just to try to bump back into top 50. But I run these things on a bi-weekly thing. So this week I'll do top 100, top 50 for head-to-head. And I'll drop versus way down. At least to Legendary 1 or Legendary 2. Then next week I'll do the exact opposite. Thanks for the follow. And I'll switch them back and forth. That way I'm at least getting 2 Team of the Week tokens every week. 7 p.m. there. If you lower your division at the end of the week, you miss out on the rewards, and next week you start at a lower level, but it puts you in a lower division rivals, a lower local board. With the way the last changes. Once they've added milestones, everything changed. So you used to be able to just hold out a day or two and get into a better local board, but now you actually have to wait and lower into a lower division, so you sandbag it to get into a better local leaderboard. But I do it every other, one and then the other. Are the Chamberlain and Minamino cards good? I will say that the Chamberlain card is unreal. But the Minamino card I haven't, used. I'm just so lazy with it, I haven't tried it. I love that new icon. Just because it's different. The Misfit skull with the googly eyes. Glad to see people using it. Do I sell Ramos now for around 3 million and then buy him back, or just keep him for now? I mean, you can, but I don't honestly, I don't piss around for that many coins. Could you buy him back for 2 or 1.9? Maybe. And it would be a decent million that you could grab, but it's really, I just, to me, it's too much of a risk for somebody that I think will be worth more down the road. Travis, how much you love the versus script that no matter how good you play, they let you lose. Dark Soldier. Thanks for the follow. I don't buy into the whole versus scripting, like, the conspiracy that VSA forces you to lose. Because, okay, think about it this way. Here's why that makes zero sense. There's two guys playing. It's versus. It's you against somebody else. If you think that you're the one losing every time, that means someone else is winning every time. So if half of the people are complaining that it's scripted against them, the other half are winning. So it might just be that if you feel that way, you're just not that good in versus. That's the way I look at it, because there's always a winner. Now, if you're playing against the bot and it's a scripted game, which is actually scripted, you against the computer, that's different. But it's you against another player. One person's winning, one person's losing. I just don't understand why people are... Because I constantly check. I stroll Twitter, and I'm constantly seeing people posting these things, and they lose, and they're bitching, oh, he's a hacker. No, dude, you just suck. That's 99% of the time, that's what it is. And I'm able to say that with confidence because I suck, and I get it. I understand. I've had my goal denied in the last second in Player of the Month, and I drew, so I don't know. Okay, so now, a goal denied in the last second. That's a completely different issue that needs to be addressed. The content update about 3 weeks ago has the final ball in all versus attacks. Once you see the timer hit 0, you are allowed to play it out until a member of the other team touches the ball. So if you're coming in on the keeper in your last attack and the keeper touches the ball or touches you, the goal doesn't count because that's when it's disallowed at that point. So once you understand that, then it's okay. You just need to understand that once the timer hits 0, you mean to maintain possession and take a shot that doesn't touch any player on the other team, including yourself. If you bump into anybody or it touches the keeper, the goal is disallowed. Everybody has to deal with the same thing. Yeah. No, there's no beer inside the bottle. It's noon. It's noon for me. 455,000 for that Team of the Week Corona. I got 500 for that one, and then the other two suggested it 900,000. I didn't sell them, but apparently people are making millions off that card last night during the stream. I just missed out on it. I should have lowered the value a little bit, but I thought I was catching it on the value rising, so I jumped in. Yeah, but I had a thing where they skip when you score a goal when it's not even at the end, so it kind of feels like you get robbed. Okay, that's the same thing during the last content update. The way it's working now is they do not play advantage past the foul. So if you come in, if the keeper comes out and he fouls you, but the ball continues, the whistle is blown at the foul, and it doesn't matter what happens afterward on the ball. So it happens a lot when the keeper comes out and collides with a player, like if you're stepping in too tight, and once you connect, the ball will continue to go. It will roll in, so you feel like the goal should have counted, but because the foul occurred at the keeper, it's disallowed. It's just a mechanic issue. I eventually believe that they will I think they will fix it. Okay. Oh yeah, thanks to your pronunciation, everyone on Discord calls me Tintin. Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks for the follow. So explain the correct pronunciation and I will fix it from here on out. But for me, when I read that name on screen, that's how I pronounce it. So if it's not Tintin, let me know phonetically, and I'll correct what I'm doing. So you'll just be forever known as Tintin? Tyne? Tinha 22? Okay, do you think all elites will rise above 100K minimum after SBC? Even if they don't release SBCs, elites will recover. Elites will always go back to their minimum of 150K. FIFA Mobile for 4 seasons in a row has had the same price dynamic that has always resettled. The median value of elites is 150K, and the reason being is it's 5 times their XP value. It is a known factor that has to always resettle. So no matter what happens, elites will recover to 5 times their XP value. It's just a standard. Will it go up above that? Yes, it'll definitely go up above that. Icon Canavera is free to play on next Star Pass. No, he's not on the next Star Pass. I think it takes 3 months to grab him. So let's see. I buy the Star Pass. It's the one thing I do spend the money on every month. So what is it? 150, I think. Yeah, you get 150 star tokens free to play. So each month it's 150, and how much is he? 500? 500. So it takes 4 months. So March, April, May, June. You'll have him at the end of June. Free to play. Bare minimum. It's a completely pointless system. I don't understand it. Unless they're offering a way to grab the star tokens in another event, or maybe with something coming out for, with SBCs and icons or something. There's got to be another way to grab those. Otherwise, Roberto Carlos is not possible unless the Star Passes carry over for the next 2 seasons of FIFA Mobile. I think he's like the end of the year 2022, something like that. It's ridiculous. Because if you're getting 150 a month and he takes 2,000, come on. That's what, 14 months? 15 months? Do you keep those icons into next season? No, you don't get anything to carry over. Are you spending your star tokens on boost only or icons? Okay, so now that's a big thing I talked about last night. Definitely need to address that too. The star tokens, you must use them on resources. You cannot use your star tokens to buy icons. It's like if you read under icon milestones, it says spend star tokens on resources to earn these players. So like if you look at Cannavaro, let's see, I shows in my progress bar that I've got 90 to use towards the 500, but I have 150. I have 150 star tokens right now, not 90. What it means is I've spent 90 on skill boost. So everyone is going to get skill boost. I mean, nobody's going to buy XP or coins. Nobody's that dumb. So everyone's going to grab their skill boost through this. Probably holding on to look for the tier 30 or tier 15 or where is it? This will be the one. These will be the ones most people will grab. The 750 for 300. And once you spend that 300 on like your defending boost, then the 300 will show up over here. So you have to buy skill boost. There's no other choice. Gullet play to win. It's like September, right? Actually, if you're getting 380 or no, what is it? 330 a month. 330 a month if you buy the Star Pass. In 5 months, you'll have Gullet. So March, April, May, June, July. So in July you'll have Gullit if you buy the pass. If you don't buy the pass, he's not possible. Best is the highest free to play you can get, and that's only if the season goes out long enough. Let's see. Do you have any way to learn to play TikTok in head-to-head? Are you talking about ball movement? Is that what you're referring to? Let's see. Also, in a game, it sometimes feels like your shots get blocked by your own players in an attack. It usually feels like they are scripted to do so. Does anyone else get this? No. No, because I normally wouldn't take shots if I've got a defender ahead of the, or if I've got one of my players ahead of the ball. Tiki-taka. Yeah. In head-to-head, I think it depends on what kind of stats you have in your players. Where, are you moving the ball? I go into head-to-head. I play head-to-head a little differently. Let's see. Why don't they league versus league head-to-head? Oh my God, it would take forever to play head-to-head for league versus league, because you would always have to be. I mean, if it's versus attack against that computer or that team on autoplay. So if it was head-to-head on autoplay, it would take you 20 minutes to play your league versus league matches. I barely get my league versus league matches in as it is. I would definitely not like league versus league to be head-to-head, just because I'm lazy. I need to get this stuff listed. I think stuff's starting to sell now. Let's see. Is there anybody in here right now that has a subscription? Thanks for the follow. Do you think Ramos will keep dropping to 2.5? Maybe. It's definitely possible. Thanks for the follow. I'm looking at the stream and there's... Thanks. That's awesome. Did we have a raid? Something happened that we got a whole bunch of people coming in and following? Am I getting that Lovren? I don't know. Lovren has always been that player for me that there's just something. It's not that I don't like him. It's just I have so many moments where I've sat in front of the television watching a match and I've been like, fucking Lovren. I don't know if I can put him in or not. I just don't know. If his stats are decent, then I would try him, but he doesn't have power header. He's I think his special trait is dives into tackles. I don't know. I don't think I would put him in. And it has nothing to do with the card. It just has to do with I can't imagine a squad with Lovren in it that I would be happy with. And again, I play this game based on what I like, not necessarily what's the smartest play. Let's see. Remember the tournament I used to win every... Okay, now I understand what you're saying. Shooting bad physical stats, but 80 plus passing. See, I have a hard time switching my squad around for head-to-head just because I only use what I use. That's just kind of how I do it. I don't know. When I play head-to-head, I move the ball quick. It's quick passes. I don't dribble. I never use skill moves. I just work my way with passes. So it's kind of necessary in that regard. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff that's selling. It's all the same stuff, though. see. Oh. Joe Gomez deserved to get that card than Loveland. I don't know. I'm not a big Joe Gomez fan either. He may come around and kind of... It's like the first year when they pulled Trent Alexander-Arnold up from the youth league. He always made me nervous. I didn't feel like he was ready. But now you look at him, and he's one of the best right backs. He's the best right back in the league. One of the best right backs in all of Europe. And I didn't much care for him that 3 seasons ago, but we'll see. Get all the rewards on the path from the UCL event. If you only miss 6 hours, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll still get it. The UCL event for Liverpool fans was terrible. Salah right mid and Lovren. I may use that Salah right mid if I can get him. I don't know if I'll buy him, but if I could snag him from the event, get lucky enough to get him, I would probably put in a 3-5-2 just to see what it does. What do I think about the perks? Kind of takes away from the point of the game, like doesn't make sense. Plus 200 chemistry and additional OVR points. It's been that way every season. It's just instead of perks, where it was always ranking up, which will be coming back. It's just part of the game. You have to deal with it. I know people don't like. Some people don't care for the whole using the chemistry. It makes it difficult for a lot of people. But for me, I prefer the chemistry because I use an all Liverpool squad. George, how's it going? How much longer am I going to be streaming for? Probably a half hour, if I had to guess. Let's see. Trent is best right back in Europe. Yeah, I definitely, I think Trent Alexander-Arnold is right now one of, if not the best right back in the world. He's playing so well. And that's why I have him in my squad. And I love to watch him play. He's more than just an outside back. So much more than just an outside back. Start listing for parking lot. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, if I had to wait 3 seconds to dismiss the parking lot, I would go postal. You'd see me on the news. What's the best left back for me? I like Robertson. I don't have a problem with Robertson. I don't feel like he's the best left back though. There's other left backs that are stronger. Let's see. Do I think Liverpool need to bring in any big players? If anything, I would like to see them strengthen defense with some options. I don't mind Joe Gomez back there, but I would prefer Matip. But I think a better defensive option, I would be happy with that. Midfield, there's no problems. Up top, there's no problems. As long as they don't lose anybody, I can't see anybody else coming in. Have you done a UCL review? Yeah, I did. I posted a video on UCL last night as soon as the stream was over. As soon as I get these pulled out, I'll show you what I was talking about with the UCL event. Let's see. We'll go through the E's. I just need to make room so I can finish selling all this shit. What do you think the score will be between Atletico and Liverpool? I'm hoping for a simple 2-0 Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool would be horrible. That would be a horrible outcome to that for me. What about Timo Werner to Liverpool? I would be fine with that, but I just don't think it's necessary. Thoughts on Chelsea signing Zach, and if we tell us it would cost a combined $53 million. We kind of saw that coming with Chelsea. We assumed that they were going to be spending a stupid amount of money this year. I don't think it'll happen, though. Have you seen the UCL stream on YouTube? Really helpful. Ah, thanks. Really, there isn't a whole lot going on with that UCL event, but there is one new thing that I want to bring up. I already went into the Fs. My OCD does not allow me to stop until I at least get done with this letter. So we'll post these real quick. And yes, I have a fast connection here. It's only because I'm on the Wi-Fi. If I'm not on the Wi-Fi, it's not this quick, but yeah, there's no complaints about the speed. Can you explain what is ranks? I started playing in FIFA Mobile 19 and it wasn't part of the game. Yes, ranks were part of the game in FIFA Mobile 19. Once you maxed a player out for the last few seasons, you could rank them up. And what a rank does is it doesn't change the stats on the player at all, but it adds 1 OVR to your squad. So if you look at my legacy squad from last season, this is FIFA Mobile 19. So like if you look at my goalkeeper, doesn't it show what his rank is? Oh yeah, see, I had an OVR of 43 ranks. So each of these players was ranked multiple times. Am I missing something? Where does it show how many ranks they have? It just shows an overall of 43. That's how I got it to 138. So when you train these up where there's no max level, eventually it'll give you a ranking max level where you can put more stuff in. Have you put any money into this game? This season, yes. I have put in a lot more money than I should have because I'm buying the star passes. That $10 a month, it's money I shouldn't be putting in, but I just can't not grab that bottom tier with all the boost. So I'm dropping $10 on that. The first day of the new season, I bought a big pack of FIFA points. I do that every season, and there's a video out there on it and why. Because it allows you to jump your VIP rank literally 2 to 3 months ahead if you do it in the first 24 hours. It's a way to jump the line on the VIP to unlock the market pass months ahead of everyone else, the market perk. So I did that the first day of the season, and then I bought the star pass. Other than that, I haven't spent any money. Every once in a while, I may grab one of those like $1.99 packs that start a chain, but that's it. But that 9 FIFA points, that's been there forever. Let's see, how much did you buy that? How much did you buy that Allison? Which one? The one I have now? This one? Bought that on stream. I think it was, I can't remember. I think I paid 55 or 60 million for him. Something like that. What were my thoughts on the Watford 3-0? I mean, eventually everybody's going to lose. And it was just a matter of time. I just hate that it happened to Watford again. And that's a good team, though. It's tough. Thanks for the follow. On your fishing technique that you're doing, is it in your YouTube channel and is it the most recent fishing video? Yes, it is the most recent fishing video. Nothing's really changed. I just modify my numbers a little bit from day to day just to see where it's at. What I'm doing here, this is just the parking lot. These are players I'm not expecting to sell. I'm just trying to make room. Oh, I wanted to do that first. Okay, so the question about UCL, we've been talking about this. I will make my way down all the way to the path. As soon as I reach my UCL master and start playing my daily matches to earn that second UCL player, I will start another path. But this was explained today on FinallyHeSleeps.com, which is an excellent way to do this. Instead of going back through a second path and making it to node 14 or 15, where you end up with, let's see, 250, 400, 500, 75. You end up with 625 boost doing it that way. If you go number 1 and 2 and grab 50 boost for 10, and then do 1 and 2, 1 and 2, that first 50 boost is only costing you 10 for the first two. Then come back and start working your way down. So you miss out on another 20, but you can still reach reward 14. You just won't get that 75,000 XP. And it allows you to get another 100 boost by doing that. So as soon as I'm done with this first row, the Liverpool row, I'll grab node 1 and 2 of the other 3 paths and then go back to one of the other paths to make my way down as far as I can. Let's see, why are you still using Milner UCL card? Because I want Milner to take all my PKs, and I'm obsessed with Liverpool, and I just can't get rid of him. See, Stopty, how's it going? How are you liking that Salah card? Yes, I will definitely check. I mean, the stats are outrageous. It's a counterattack, but for me to use him, I'll have to swap to... Oh, somebody sold. We'll check that out. I'll have to create a 4... Let's see. Thanks. Definitely appreciate that. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, I'll definitely have to pull in a 3-5-2, which means I'm going to need to grab that left mid Mane. I'll have to buy that Mane back. Damn. I'd have to do some serious switching around to make this work. May have to pull in another center defensive mid. I don't know. I haven't made those decisions yet if I'm going to do it or not. If I can get him, I will. Just to try the 3-5-2. But I'll be out and out center back too. I don't know. I'll have to figure out who I'm going to put in at center back. Why not play him right wing? I mean, I would, but I've been kind of toying with that whole 3-5-2 formation. And stats-wise, I would have to see how he links up against Shaqiri. I think he's got to have higher stats than Shaqiri to deal with it. 3-4-1-2? Doesn't the 3-4-1-2 have... What's that? Yeah, 3-4-1-2 would be better than the 3-5-2. Use my center mids. But I still have to deal with the whole center back situation. Not quite sure who I would pull into the center back. I mean, I guess it could be Lovren, but good. We already just went over that. 3-4-3. Well, I kind of want that center attacking mid. Oh shit, I forgot about the 343. Which is basically like your diamond from last season. That would be much better. And just walk away from Minamino. Where is... Yeah, I would need a left mid there too. I still need to figure out what I'm going to do. I'll probably do it just to see how it works out, but I haven't made that decision yet. I won't sell Shaqiri at all, ever. I will have him in at the end of the season unless they have a better Shaqiri that's released. But yeah, he'll be there until the end. Remember when they nerfed pace and heading a few weeks ago? That is the moment I knew that I could play tiki-taka. I won every match before they reversed it. Yeah, I prefer it. I mean, it just depends on how you play. Now, what was the other question? Okay, you asked about the tournament. We need to figure that out because I want to do another Silvers tournament. I got about 10 minutes here before I got to get off. What are we going to do for another tournament? We need another Silvers tournament. I can't do it. Thanks for the follow. All right, so I can't do a tournament next weekend. I've got another traveling tournament. I don't want to do a Thursday night. I would rather do it on the weekend. Still buying elites for under 39,000. I haven't gotten that far yet to do it. I need to though. So we need to figure out when this tournament's going to be. When are we going to do it? What's it going to look like? I want to keep the same format, but I need to get a timer, a countdown timer up on here. I want to see when we're going to play it. So let's take a look. Less people. Better at weekend. I would prefer to do the weekend. Let's see. You know what I could do? I could do next... This would be interesting. I could do next Saturday night for me. I just don't know what time people are on. I could do next Saturday night. Let's do that. So what are we looking at? The 14th. So what time is that? I could do Friday night. See, Friday night for me isn't necessarily... That's a good time. That's a good thing. Make a poll. Know everyone's time zone. That's what I'll do. I'll set a poll up at FinallyHeSleeps.com and see how many... to let everybody know their time zone. What I'll do is I'll throw a few different times in for a tournament, and we'll see what would work. Okay, these will be Eastern time zones. So I'm setting it up right now. Let's see, what else could I do? See, it's going to be really tough for me to do it in the morning, but I could. All right. Okay. I just posted the poll at FinallyHeSleeps.com. I could either do early morning or night for me if I did it next weekend. And the reason being is I'm traveling for another tournament next weekend. But it's not too far, so I'll be able to come back home. Is SBC's coming tonight? No, I doubt it. SBC isn't really a specific event in itself. SBC is just what they refer to all squad building challenges. So what we're going to do is we're going to see them start to show up in events. I'll just autoplay while something's going on. They're just testing stuff. Are you streaming later tonight? No, I will not be streaming later tonight. Jay asked if Tintin, we're just going to stick with Tintin, is he helping with scores, etc. If he's available, I'll give him first dibs just because he won the last tournament. But if he can't do it and somebody else wants to help, or if a couple of people want to help, I definitely need someone. I need to give someone access to Challenge website when we set it up so that I can have some help with it. Icons tournament after UCL. Actually, I think what's going to happen after I think what's going to happen after UCL is we're going to have St. Patrick's Day. And in fact, St. Patrick's Day may come and overlap with the event we're dealing with now. It's really likely that we'll have St. Patrick's Day and UCL going on at the same time. That's kind of what I'm guessing. Thanks for the follow. I'm going to share the... I just posted the link so that you guys can go in and check out the poll. I'll leave that up. I'll make a decision here today at some point when I'm going to try to do it next weekend just to see. And get in there and figure it out, and then we'll post it. I think for this next one, I'm going to lower the amount of players that we're allowing in and maybe make it, we'll do 12. And we'll limit it to like 12 players, and we'll do a second tier. We'll do the same thing with double elimination to get somebody out, and then so double elimination, get them out, and we'll do a waiting list so that anybody that's not on the that doesn't show up for the actual thing will have enough people to do it. Okay, Jason and Torb said they will release SBC without telling anyone the time because it will affect the market significantly. We're hoping it affects the market significantly. That's what I'm really kind of planning on. Can I score in this? Let's see. So when do I think the first SBC will drop? I would say within a week. I think by next weekend we'll see a small element of squad building challenges get released within the next event. What about those UCL players I loaded up on? You should have sold them right before the event released. I dumped about a third of mine in that hour gap between when it released and the actual event came live. That's when I made most of my coins. I started selling them a day before once the UCL players popped up on FIFA renders. Once you started seeing the players pop up, that's when the money started rolling in. Now they've all dropped in value so much. That's why you had to get rid of them before the event began. I only sold maybe about half of what I had, but I was making about 8 to 10 times what I paid during that for the ones that I did sell. So I think overall I at least doubled my money of what I had invested, and I ended up with about 100 UCL players that I still have that I'll be able to get rid of once SBC's release. So just hold on to them at that point. But yeah, you had to get rid of them before the event. That's why I was trying to let everybody know. You got to watch, look for the teas. Once they kind of teased that UCL was coming, that's when the values was going to go up. And instead of FIFA Mobile teasing it, the only heads up we got was that they said a UCL event was coming in that content update, and then they also released the players on FIFA renders. That was it. Really good at losing money. No, you're actually really good at spending the coins you have. I've never seen anybody. You always have a video on creating a new squad that you're spending several million coins on. Which that's why Stopty is always my go-to for new players. If there's somebody I want to see if they're worth spending the money on, I'll wait on you to end up packing it or getting it, and then we see if it's worth it. You were the reason I spent 40 million on that left mid Mane, which I don't have anymore. But yeah, you're my go-to for player reviews. Will we get an Icons tourney? I don't know if we'll have an Icons tourney. I think it's going to be a squad building challenge thing. That's what I'm guessing. It's just going to be squad building. I'm hoping. That would be so much better. If we can get the same kind of Icons thing that we dealt with 2 seasons ago, that would be great. 79 cards increase in value. Yeah, they will. Eventually. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, it's 12:44. I need to get off of here. I got to go. I have kids to pick up at school. So, thanks for hanging out. We got, about an hour and 15 minutes before reset? Jesus, I have a ton to do here. So, make sure you guys get on, check the tournament time, poll, let me know what's going to be best, and I'll make a decision today. I'll make an announcement at FinallyHeSleeps.com, and then we'll take them from there. This is, just so you guys know, this was 2 streams in a row that the camera's working. I haven't had any lags. I haven't had any robot voice microphone problems. Very happy. Very happy with the new equipment. All right, guys. Is there anybody on that I can raid? No. Stopped here. Are you going to stream? Yeah, setup's good. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the new laptop. I just need to get some of the stream elements working. As you can see, the alert isn't running across the bottom. It's just got a big black spot there. Yeah, only Spanish. Okay. Well, that's where we'll leave it. Thanks a lot for hanging out today. Pay attention. I got some videos coming. A few things will be posting here soon. And as always, as long as you guys keep hanging out, I'll keep streaming. I'll keep making videos. And yeah, the podcast is coming back this week. I had to take time off because of the laptop. It was such a bitch trying to do all that on that borrowed computer. So pay attention this week. New podcast will drop. A lot to go over, a lot to talk about. Finally finished Stephen King's The Shining and watched the film. So that was big. Lot to talk about there. The fact that I'm 43 and I've never read or seen The Shining until now. You know, it's like the 40-year-old virgin. Once you go so long without doing it, you have to just... It's hard to actually commit to it. So I finally did. So, thanks a lot for hanging out, guys. And that's where we'll end it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow and consider subscribing at Twitch. That way you get notified whenever we go live to stream FIFA Mobile. Don't miss an episode of the podcast My Wife Hates Video Games for an entertaining look at the world of geek, including movies, books, comics, horror, sci-fi, basically everything my wife hates. The links are all below, as well as social media, merch, and my last live comedy album, Life Before the Internet. Still here? Go ahead and enjoy one of these other videos or subscribe at YouTube up here. That's it. I've got nothing else.